Let's bring in Josh Rogin, CNN political analyst and Washington Post columnist.
Hi, Josh. How are you?
Morning.
What should be the top priority for the president as he heads to the region?
Sure. Well, here we say 80% of success is just showing up. In Asia, that's about 90%. So the fact that the president of the United States is making a trip to first South Korea, then Japan, to meet with the new leaders of those countries, and then holding a quad meeting, a meeting of the leaders of Japan, India, the United States, and Australia at the end of a trip, is hugely symbolic. It shows that America is committed to the region, and there's nothing more valuable in the U.S. government than the time of the president. At the same time, close watchers of the region will be forced to notice that the other 10%, the substance of the visit, is somewhat lacking. There'll be some economic announcements, an Indo-Pacific economic framework that many have been waiting for, but big questions will still remain about U.S. commitment to the region and substantive U.S. policies for combating both China's national security threats and its economic coercion.
Well, what more could the White House do to show that it's focused on those issues?
Right. Well, we have a situation where the region is in turmoil, where China is locked down, causing huge economic disruption. They're feeling the energy crisis from Russia and Ukraine. And the United States, while being still one of the most important trading partners, has yet to put together a real package of investment and economic engagement that would assure countries all over Asia that we're there to stay. They see us as distracted by the Russia war, and they're not convinced that even the Biden administration, which seems committed to a pivot to Asia, will be around in a couple of years. So without real meat on the bone, without real programs and real money that mean investment in Asia and U.S. commitment in Asia and an alternative to China, these countries will still look to China as the most important country in the region.
You got a new column analyzing America's response to the war in Ukraine, Josh. What'd you find? What can we learn for the future?
Well, basically what I've been arguing is that all the other countries around the world, especially in Asia, are learning from what's going on in Ukraine, not least among them, North Korea. And we see Kim Jong Un finally admitting that they have a COVID outbreak. At the same time, he's ramping up his missile tests, preparing for a nuclear test, and learning from Putin's playbook. In other words, we can't just assume that our old model of deterring North Korea will work, because it clearly didn't work on Putin, and they're best friends and they're working together. So, I think the Biden administration is aware of this, but if they have a North Korea strategy, it's a pretty closely held secret, because a lot of people in Washington and around the region are wondering what exactly is the United States plan to mitigate the North Korean threat and perhaps even engage them diplomatically. And that will be on everyone's mind when President Biden arrives in the region later this week.
All right, Josh, nice to see you this morning. Thank you so much for getting up early for us. CNN political analyst Josh Rogin.
Anytime.
Thanks, Josh.